Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
From the 31, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They find some open field here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They run for the 1st time here with Rashad White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Steal. Check steal. Cut, cut.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To try again after the sack. Brady. This is caught by Evans. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Brady gives this to White. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
McCaffrey on the counter. Oh, spinning away. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
3-3. Check view.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, go.
Now Lance. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. After one, 7-3 the score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Lance. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Niners at 9-3 here on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady under pressure. They got him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Taking it about the 16. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, check nigga.
Shotgun now for Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
There was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on second down. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Hey, 66. Hey, ball 66.
Jones now in motion left. On first down, Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready. Blue check. Ultra. Ready. Set, go. Set.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Check you. Set.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, go for you. Ready?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. Preston Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. On the move past the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing now is Brady. Fires quickly to White. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Brady going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Again, it's Brady. Godwin's got him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The Lance going to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Throwing on second down, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And Lance now to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Brady. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. In motion right is Jones. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check this.
Here's Lance to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Lance. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 42 yards. And the Niners will add to their 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Brady to throw. Finding Otten once more. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21.
Hey, 66.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got Otten. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady to throw again. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Throw, 52. Check pink. Check smash. Hut.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Black ultra. Hut.
Lance looking to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
To throw is Brady. Quick throw finding Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Back to throw, Brady. Here's White. They set up the screen. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball... So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Alabama.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. That throw by Brady incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, they'll run with White. And some room to maneuver. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And it's caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. White. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And now 4th down. What do you do?
And after being stuffed on that play, it puts a little doubt in the minds of a head coach who has the football, I'm sure. Do we go for it here? Do we take the 3 points and continue to play on? Because you know he wants to get in the end zone. That ends the game. But I've been on the defensive side before. They've got to be energized right now and almost challenging them to go for it because they've got to be confident.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Steal. Check steal.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Strike. Strike.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
And Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Bucs here. And the guy leading the charge, who...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I
told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.